That's how many hours I got invested so far. 20 hours and 52 minutes. Okay, Ghetto Garage, Wildcard Customs, Paint Pimp, Wild Eyed Northern Boy. It is Tuesday, 10:15 a.m. A couple shows. This is the only day of the week I watch anything on TV. I watch on FX. I watch Justified and Hardcore Pawns. Yeah, okay. Before we do this, I got a few questions or something. Right here, I see. Alrighty then. Up on the internet, they have a Trans Am convertible, and I believe they say it's a 79. They say that there's 250 of them made, and this is number 81, and it was made by NCE, National Coach Engineering of Michigan. You guys ever seen them? Because I never knew they made them. And here's another rant. A Trans Am started in '69, and they had the dual hoods. This is a newer Trans Am. Well, actually, it's just a Firebird. It's my boys. They come out in '69 and had the Rammer hood, and then they went to, for many years, they went to the Shaker hood. That was a Trans Am for many, many years. And then we go back to here and they call it a Trans Am. They call that Firebird formula. But young guys strapping box, that's a Trans Am. Anyway, that's my rant for today. Let's get back to tool time. Okay. Here is this pattern, and this is, okay, this pattern goes to this. And I don't know where the other pattern is. That's a second attempt to get that to fit. And you would think that is the same as that, but it's really not. It looks close, but I had to add like an inch or so. My first instinct was to put the diamond plate up over here, but I realized this little barb right here, I was gonna grind that out flat and then come up over here. Well, I like this idea better because this is made for it instead of rubber bushing. Plus, what made me decide is, if you don't have that there, and I move these, that little piece of metal actually, well, actually allows this to not bounce up and down, that resistance. And when I didn't have that there, this thing would flat back and forth, and you don't need that. So you cover stuff. I make a long story short, I would have eliminated the windshield wiper motor because I would have used Rain-X, but it's not my car. Now that's the windshield wiper motor. I just cut a pop can over it. My idea is for Don to buy a black Monster drink because it's black, and then it would have the M on it, and cut the can and put it over there, glue it, and then the M could stand for Mustang. Now I don't like that right there once I hacked it out, because it throws it off balance. So now I have to go back and figure out something, a plate to go over there, to see how it flows in my eyes better. I realize now, because I've had these hood hinges up out of the way so they wouldn't flop down. Well, okay, let's move that. Now we got a clearance issue. So I'll go back and hog that out. The only thing I see I have to do is I'm going to put diamond plate here, and I'm only going to run it here to this far. I could run it here, but it's on an angle, and it would make a couple creases. I don't like that. And I'll probably do this black down in here, because my idea is if you can put diamond plate here and diamond plate there, and this would be black, it kind of looks like an eyesore. And I don't think this will ever be seen, so I'm going to put sheet metal underneath there. And I was thinking this morning is in order to zip tie your wires down here, this is squared boxed in. Person who should take what are they? Eyelets? No, not eyelets, but bolts that have circle in them. I don't know what they're called. A carriage bolt? No, not a carriage bolt. It's a bolt with a circle on it. I would drill a hole and weld it there so I could put these up here and then zip tie it real quick, a few of them there. I'm not 100% right there. I think it's getting close for the final fit. Right here, my best idea, there's a couple ideas. You could, these holes do have to be hogged out some. You could you could take this off, put your radiator heater hoses on, put your clamps on, and then pull this away and tighten it up, and then put this back. That's a hassle. Or you can drill holes here with a long screwdriver to tighten this clamp up, which is a hassle. You could hog this all out. It's still got to be hogged out a little bit. My best idea is, I'd seen it somewhere where you take this off, you get about, I don't know, 2-inch radiator, 2-inch heater hose, pull this out, put double clamps on, and then get a plastic spacer, like not a water pipe you buy at Lowe's, but I've seen them somewhere where it would be hose, then plastic, and then hose. So if you ever had a problem with the hoses or something, or take the heater hose off, you could just unhook it there, and you wouldn't have to take this down. You can pull the heater core out there. The reason is things got to be accessible. You know, you can't cover everything. See, like right here, I don't really dig this, but you got to do what you got to do. You had to make that hole accessible for that windshield wiper motor, because you don't want to have to take all this off just to replace this. It would be easy now to do it, but there's no motor there. Don says that he wants me to cut that hole in there for the stock air filter. I figure if this is gonna look fancy dancy, why go that route? I got two ideas, but it's not my car. Here's my first idea. The big hose comes here, comes down here, and goes to a big air box. And it's gonna cover a lot of diamond plate. Beautiful. I wouldn't do it. I would use that same hose, come down here, and put a chrome cone in there, and then I would build a box up underneath, and take that fog light out to scoop cold air in. Because the colder the air, the more denser it is, the more it'll absorb fuel. More fuel and air makes the car go faster. That's just my opinion. That's one way to do it. I was looking at that same housing, and people would laugh, but this is the better idea in my eyes. That tube is about right here on the plenum, and it curves. I would take the tube, and I would hack it, swing it up, and put a small chrome air filter, the biggest one I could get, right here. It would look odd, but you're sucking cold air. Cold air from here, you're sucking it. Okay, now down here, if you're pushing the air in, it's like a Trans Am Ram Air, it's pushing the air in, which is better. Okay, but concrete is usually black or blacktop. It absorbs heat because it's black, like the car. Everybody knows that. So when the heat started rising, the closer you have that air filter to that car, the more heat you're getting. The higher up you have that air filter, the more colder the air is. So that's two ways to go about it. It's not my car. I would put it there. People might laugh and say, it's not supposed to have air filter. Okay, to each their own. People wouldn't think about doing this either, in my opinion. People wouldn't think about putting a Monster drink can on it and the M would stand for Mustang. It's just my world. You guys can do anything you want to do. Doesn't bother me. The reason I would cut the diamond plate there and stop, because if I run diamond plate down the side, it's bad enough that you got diamond plate, black, and diamond plate. But otherwise it looks like a postage stamp collection in my eyes. It's just my opinion. I need to put the master cylinder unit on and see if I'm going to bend that down a little bit. Basically, I'm saying this is going to be a done deal today. Oh, and always wear gloves, okay? Always wear gloves. Because you see this, that little barb. Yeah, let me see if I can see this. See that little barb? Yeah, it's right there. And when you pick up razor blades, watch how you pick them up, okay? I picked it up like that yesterday, start of the day. Well, this is what happens. This is what, as soon as that happened, I put super glue on it so it would stop bleeding. Yeah, the fingernail, see that line in the middle? That's where the razor blade went in and the fingernail stopped it. Yeah, I'm working around it. It's pretty harsh, ain't it? And I didn't have gloves on. It's because I was being careless. I deal with razor blades every day. That's what happens when safety man ain't around. Now, the bad thing is getting cut is one thing, but I'm gonna have to deal with this for, a week, at least a week. And then on the other hand, that barb. And actually you could tell the difference. See that skin right there, how skinny it is, and look how much this is swollen? Just be safe, guys. Oh, I got one for you. Does anybody know what this stands for? It's probably backwards. TCB and a lightning bolt. It used to be, it's somebody's logo they had made personally. It's trivia. You probably know what TCB stands for, but whose logo is it? I think tool time is over with. The water is not dripping anymore. I'm thankful for that. And sun is out. The reason it's not dripping in because down there, I went up there and I shoveled it and chiseled it and blow dried it to get that off because it was making a dam up in there. That snow's pretty tall. Because I'm talking what? How much is that snow packed up? I don't know. Probably 4 foot? Now 3 foot? I don't know. Up to past my belly button. Yes, the sun. It's good. Anyway, people, I have no words of wisdom. Be good to each other. Peace.